Hi y'all, welcome back to my tiny house. We've actually got a lot done in the past 2 weeks, and so there's really a lot of progress that I'm thrilled to show y'all. So come on inside. Okay, welcome to the inside. As you can see, there's been a lot of progress made in here. Last time we videoed, we had the plumbing and the electrical done, and I was waiting oh so patiently for the spray foam insulation to be blown in. So we've actually got some right here that you can take a peek at. This is what closed cell spray foam insulation looks like. It actually expanded to fill the space, and it is hard as a rock. So this has created a huge, tight building envelope for my tiny house. The other thing you can see is Ricky has started to put the walls in. So we're finally getting the shiplap up to actually close in the walls. Now this is just pre-primed and hasn't yet been painted. So again, everything will be painted white, all one solid color. But while we're talking about the spray foam closed insulation, I wanted to give you a little heads up, and I had to do a ton of research on this. With a tight building envelope, what that means is that my tiny house can't breathe naturally on its own. So I don't get any fresh air from the outside coming in, and I don't have a way to expel the stale air from the inside back outside. So because my building envelope is so tight, look at this down here, seriously. The construction kitty. This is Meow Meow, who made his appearance in the other video, but he's having a blast. So pardon the ruckus in the background, it's just Meow Meow. So in any event, what we need to do in order to let the building breathe and expel stale air is put in an ERV. That's an energy recovery ventilator. And again, I'll tell you, I didn't know much about this. I had to do a fair amount of research. So if you are looking at building a very tight envelope for your tiny house, or any house for that matter, what we're looking at is the house will not be available to breathe. It will not be able to let old stale air out and new air in without you doing a building flush out, which really means opening the windows 10 minutes every day. Well, hey, that's fine a couple of months out of the year, but here in North Carolina mountains, it's a little too chilly to do that in January, February, March. So I'm looking at having to vent my space mechanically. So that's where you look at either an HRV or an ERV. An HRV is a heat recovery ventilator, and an ERV is an energy recovery ventilator. There's a lovely little map that shows you which ones they recommend in the region due to the climate that you live in. So definitely do your research there. But with the installation of what I'll be doing is the ERV. With the installation of that, it's going to do three things for me. It is going to actually expel the gases that are trapped in here. It'll expel those to the outside for me. And those are just the natural gases that, we as humans create. On top of all of the materials and finishes in here will be off-gassing. So rather than trap those noxious gases in here, an ERV will pull those out. The other thing it will actually do is make sure that I have fresh air coming in. Again, it only takes 8 hours for me to breathe all of the fresh oxygen in this space. And after 8 hours, so just one night sleeping in my tiny house, I no longer am breathing fresh oxygen. I'm actually rebreathing my old stale air. Obviously, that's not very healthy. So we're going to bring fresh air in. The second thing the ERV is going to do. And then the third thing it's going to do, with the ERV model, it allows you to sort of control some of the humidity. Certainly not like a dehumidifier would or a humidifier would, but it gives you a lot more control. So in such a small space, it's really important because I'm expelling a lot of humid, warm air every time I breathe. So what this does, it's going to pull the humidity out to vent it outside, and if it needs humidity put back in with the air that it's pulling in, it will transfer the humidity into that. So again, it can be very confusing, HRV versus ERV, but if you are going to have a tight building envelope, I recommend that you start researching that and asking questions. It's a really important part of keeping your home safe for you to be healthy and have nice, good quality, breathable air in. So, okay, that's it about the ERV/HRV. You can take a peek around and see what the walls are actually going to look like. And I'm sure you're wondering what this lovely hole in the wall is for. Well, this is where my sofa goes. We already know that I'm not going to have enough space for an actual coffee table. So this allows me to sit on my sofa and have a little niche, a table if you will, a place to put things, my remote control, things like that. So I've got the 2 windows behind the sofa that will be trimmed out with a large window ledge, much like this one will. And then I will simply have the wall shiplap right behind it so that this is actually enclosed. You will not be able to peek into my bathroom through this hole. So come on back and let's see what else we got going on. All right, we are now in the bathroom and you can see the shiplap going up. Obviously we've got electrical in here. My mirror will be here with 2 sconces on the side, my vanity, my toilet. But what we can see in here now is the amount of storage that I was able to get in here. So we've got this large piece of storage space here. I will eventually have shelves in here so that I'm able to actually put rolled up towels, washcloths, body wash, things like that in here. We have this hatch up here. Again, I'll be having baskets up here with the less cute and pretty things on display. My Band-Aids, my cough syrup, things like that. Any medical supplies, I'll have them in baskets up here. And you can start to see here, once this is painted, this will all look like a solid wall. But this is yet another storage hatch. This is where I'm able to put, the big rolls of toilet paper that you buy from the grocery store and kind of hide them away in here. My on-demand hot water heater will be right here. So I will also have an access hatch in the side of this to be able to do any kind of work that needs to be done on the on-demand hot water heater. So this will give you a good idea of the storage we've got in here. Next, we'll move on up to the bedroom because a lot of that's been built out already as well. Okay, we're back out in the hallway. I did want to take a quick moment to say I have got my door already ordered. It's not yet been delivered, but I have a pocket door that is going to slide into this pocket in the wall that we've created. My pocket door is not solid wood. I decided to get sandblasted glass. For 2 reasons. Number 1, I did want the privacy, so the sandblast will not allow you to actually see inside when someone is using the restroom, but I've got these 2 huge windows here, so that's going to allow the natural lighting to come into my bathroom through the sandblasted glass door. So hopefully by the next time we shoot a video, that will be installed. But what you can also see up here, Ricky has gotten a fair amount of my storage done. So each one of these stairs, as you heard originally, has built-in storage. So every one of them are piano hinged where I can store things on the inside. So that's pretty exciting as I'm getting to see how much actual storage I'm going to have. All the way up, and then when you get up here in the bedroom landing, this one's big. I'm really excited about this. This also comes up, granting me a huge amount of storage space in there. It's actually quite deep. So I can guarantee you that I'm able to store at least 20, maybe even 25 pairs of shoes in there. That's really exciting. So come on up in here and we'll show you what we got going on. Okay, we're now in my bedroom. I'm standing in the closet where, as you already know, we'll have the stackable washer and dryer, as you can see here. But what I wanted to show you was some additional built-in storage that we've got hidden. I created a little bump into my closet where I will have shelves back here, t-shirts, whatever necessary items. But this is because my dressing vanity will be right here with a stool underneath it. And I've actually got a place in here to store my blow dryer, straightening iron, anything like that. And there are power receptacles in here so that I can just close the door and hide all of that. Vanity right here. Again, I'll have the stool underneath. But what I wanted to show you was the storage on this side. Built into my wall here is actually going to be the storage for all of my t-shirts and socks and anything that actually goes into drawers. So hidden in here, and again, they don't yet have the actual, they don't have the pulls on them yet, so it makes it a little hard. But I've got 1, 2, 3 drawers. They're actually a foot deep. They are shallow, obviously, but I can store quite a bit of stuff in there. So I've got my little built-in chest of drawers right here. And then back to the stairs that go up to my bed. Again, they are all piano hinged for additional storage. The last thing I wanted to show you when I come up here to actually go to bed, as you know, nightstands and end tables aren't a possibility in tiny houses. So I've got wired for 2 wall sconces that operate independently so that once I can be on, one person can read while the other one isn't. But back here, I have a lot more space that serves to be storage, but also at 2 feet deep, it's going to serve to be my nightstand. So we'll have all of that covered in. I've got plugs and stuff for my iPhone and things like that. But I can also put books here on my nightstand as well as a traditional lamp and get a ton more storage out of that. So again, we're moving forward. I'm very excited to share this with you. Hopefully I'll have some great stuff to show you soon. We're starting to get the floors done, the cabinets, the appliances, and the big ticket items so that you can really get a good idea of what this space is going to look like. Thanks for joining me, and I will talk to y'all soon. Bye.